Right. These type of simultaneous equations are a bit more challenging because you can see it's got a quadratic, and there's two equations there. Right, you notice that y is equal to x plus 3 and y is also equal to x squared plus 5x minus 2. That means you could write it like this. X plus 3, yeah, is the same as, because they're both equal to y. Right, that's like saying if, for example, Bob is same age as, let's say, Hamid, and Anne is the same age as Hamid. Okay, Bob is the same age as Hamid, Anne is the same age as Hamid. That means Bob is the same age as Anne. Well, that's what I've done. X plus 3 is equal to y, and also x squared plus 5x minus 2 is equal to y. So that means that is equal to that, right? Bob is equal to Anne, Bob is equal to Anne. Okay, just as an example. So we start off with that. Right, to solve this, it's a good idea to get a 0 on one side, because that's how we can solve this quadratic equation on this side. Right, so what we do, to get 0 on this side, what we can do, we can take away the x, you can take away the 3, take away x, take away 3. So you're left with 0 on this side, nothing's left. What have you done this side, do on the other side. Take away x, take away 3. So all that becomes 0. Right, now group into families. You got x squared by itself, 5x take away 1x, that's the x family. Collecting like terms, 5x take away 1x, 4x. And minus 2 take away 3, minus 2 on the number line, and you take away 3, you go left, that's going to be minus 5. So now you need to solve this quadratic equation. So you need to factorize. It's a quadratic. So what do you know about quadratics? One thing you remember about quadratics is that it's to see if it's factorizable. Now this one should be factorizable, otherwise it wouldn't be a question. Right, double brackets. And you remember the thing that you ask yourself is, what two numbers multiply together to give you minus 5, negative 5, but when added together to give you 4? And you think, well, is it minus 1? Let's check. Minus 1 add 5, what does that give you? Minus 1 add 5 gives you 4, yeah, the middle one. So that one's okay so far. But check, does minus 1 times 5 give you the minus 5 over here? Minus 1 times 5 is minus 5, yeah. So that 4 there, minus 5 there, it does work. So these are the numbers that we're going to use. Minus 1 and 5. You can put them in any order. You can swap them around if you want to. Don't forget the x's. So if you was to expand this, you should get back to that. You can just quickly check that in your head. Now, what value of x, remember we're trying to solve this quadratic equation, what value of x can I put in here to make that 0? Obviously x equals 1. Because if you put the 1 in there, 1 take away 1 is 0, and 0 times anything is 0. Right, the other x value, what value of x can I put in here to make all of that 0? It's not 5. Some of you might be thinking it's 5, but 5 add 5, I'm sorry, 5 add 5 is not 0. It's minus 5, isn't it? So if you put minus 5 in there, minus 5 add 5 is 0, and then 0 times anything gives you 0. So those are the two values of x's. Now what we need to do is find the two corresponding values of y. The y value corresponding to x value, the y value corresponding to this x value. So you choose an equation. Please choose the easiest one. That's not easy to work with. That one's by far the easiest. So choose that one. So I'm telling the examiner which one I've chosen. And then, okay, work with this one to start off with. Replace the value of x with what I've got here. It's 1. 1 add 3 is 4. So when x is 1, y is equal to 4. Right, now let's deal with this one. Chosen the same one again. Replace the x with minus 5. Minus 5 at 3 is minus 2. Y is equal to minus 2. So when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4. That's one set of values. When x is minus 5, y is equal to minus 2. That's another set of values. Right, what you might need to do is rewind the video if you didn't understand it. You may need to pause the video along the way to understand what was said. All right.